Actions. Republican candidate for Arizona Attorney General, former prosecutor for the Maricopa County Attorney's Office, and former U.S. Army captain and intelligence officer, Abe Hamadeh. Thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Good to be with you, Bob and Heather.
So your reaction to the report that we were just hearing there from Jason?
Right now, what's going on is just absolute mess, right? I mean, we've seen, what the Biden administration, it's, quite intentional and orchestrated what they're doing. The lawlessness that pervades on our border. It's not just the drugs coming in. Of course, that's coming in too. But the drug cartels, as Attorney General, what I want to do is classify them as the terrorist organizations. I mean, what they're doing with the migrants coming across, the media acts like these are poor migrants coming across, but they're actually paying $10,000, $20,000, $30,000. But just actually in December, we actually saw in the Yuma sector, we saw a Saudi Arabian national who had linkages to Yemen, terrorist linkages to Yemen. He was apprehended, but just imagine the ones who are not being caught. And that's what's entirely worrisome. And Arizona is really on the front line of so many of the battles that are going on across the country, right here on our southern border.
Yeah, no question about that. There is the issue of what the federal government can do and their agents and what the state individuals can do. Can you go into that? Because I wanted to know what you plan on doing, because as I understand it, the governor would like to utilize more of state resources, including those in law enforcement or possibly National Guard troops, in order to close the border and to keep these drugs from coming across.
Absolutely. And you're seeing this in Texas right now with Operation Lone Star, right? But, our current attorney general, and I've always had criticisms of him, but right now he just actually declared the southern border an invasion. And that's what that invokes is Article 1, Section 10 of the Constitution, which enables the governor to, actually use a State War Powers Act to, flood the border with some National Guards troops and actually deputize them and have, make them have arrests. But, that's what we got to do. We got to get creative right now. The federal government has absolutely failed, and it's very deliberate. So as Attorney General, and we have a good governor, we got to start rebuilding that wall on state land. We got to start enforcing state prosecutions, going after the human smuggling and all the drugs coming in, and prosecuting the illegal immigrants as trespassers. But we got to take matters in our own hands, because we know that.
Mr. Hamadeh, I apologize for interrupting you. An important statement coming out from the president right now. We do want to go to that. I apologize, sir. Stay with us, folks.
Diplomacy